The Breakdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, as I'm sure you're all aware, the top story this week was following Supreme Court Justice nominee Brett Kavanaugh and his accusers of sexual assault.
Yes, we saw Mrs. Blasey Ford's testimony, and we heard from Brett Kavanaugh himself, but there's a perspective from this story that seems to be extremely present in Mr. Kavanaugh's recounting of the events that we aren't hearing from.
100%, Jillian. And with that said, let's please give a warm welcome to our first guest of the show, Mr. Kavanaugh's beer, everyone.
Everyone, welcome on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, Mr. Kavanaugh's beer, is it true that you're at the party in which Mr. Ford which Miss Ford is referring to?
Was I in attendance? I was the darn beer he was drinking. Well, one of the 47 that he drank, that is.
I'm sorry, did you say 47?
Excuse me, Jillian, but did you hear his testimony? The man is literally obsessed with us. He was like the Cookie Monster of beers. As soon as he's done with one of us, he's right on to the next one. No reservations.
Wow. Wow, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Now, did you find this experience traumatic at all?
Dan, what's a beer's biggest fear in life? Frat boys. They're the ones who take us for granted, guzzle us up, and then spit us right back out again. You ever see a beer can lying in between some bushes at a frat house? That was my cousin. And yes, he too was affected by Brett Kavanaugh.
Oh my. Can I ask, did Brett really have that big of an influence on the beer community?
Jillian, I don't mince words when I say this, but Brett Kavanaugh was like the Genghis Khan of beers. They say 1 in every 5 beers consumed is related to him.
Wow, this is so sad. I didn't realize you were such a victim.
But I get it, Dan, you know. Some people like beer. We're here to be drank. We're here for a fun time. But it's no reason to go in front of the entire country and start crying about it. I mean, did you see how he talked about me? It was like I was his first love, which, if he was a virgin until he's 25, I guess I was. But still, like, calm down, buddy. I'm just a beer.
I'm so sorry. I can't imagine how this is how you plan for your life to go.
You know, Jillian, I can't say it is. I'm a pretty simple beer. Take a look at this. All I was trying to do was be a beer. What does that entail? Maybe get drank by a 40-something-year-old guy who's coming home from work, you know? Someone who really appreciates you. All I knew is I heard there was this party where Brett was going to be there, and I said, no way. No way.
Geez, I mean, this seems kind of specific to write that down.
What? I like calendars, all right? Every year at Christmas, my dad sat me down and read all of his beer calendars to me. And sure, every year was the same, and sure, this story is completely untrue and unbelievable, but it happened, okay?
Mr. Beer, it appears you're getting kind of emotional about this. I mean, doesn't that make you look less credible?
Oh, what, Jillian? You don't have calendars? What? You don't have calendars? What? Shame on you. You know what? Shame on everyone. Who cares if I get emotional about calendars? It's what makes me human. And you know, Brett Kavanaugh really likes beer, but does he respect them? I'm speaking up for all the beers out there that were shotgunned by Mr. Kavanaugh. It is my civic duty, as a beer, to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, with an average ABV of 4.5%.
You are so brave. Our exclusive with Brett Kavanaugh's beer, everybody. Please give
Give it up for Brett Kavanaugh.
Give it up. Lovely.
His beer.
Lovely.